All right, Nate. So, what's it like to be here? I mean, I know it's been a ride. It's been a crazy ride for you. And listen, when you got the Alabama job, we know what I said. Like, you know what I thought of you as a coach, but I just wasn't sure if it was going to work for a guy from Michigan down in Alabama. But here we are.
Yeah, I think things have changed. I mean, you speak your mind, I speak my mind. We both respect it. We've been able to recruit nationally at Alabama, which they've been able to do football-wise too. So I think with the style of play that we've been able to play, and we're in one of the better leagues in the country in the SEC, and now that we've been able to produce pros, we've been able to get them kind of from wherever. We're winning as much as anybody. Somebody gave me a stat. I think there's 4 programs that have been in 3 out of the last 4 Sweet 16s. It's Houston, Gonzaga, Creighton, and us, which is kind of crazy. So it's not just we've had a one-hit wonder this year. It's been sustainable for the last 4 years, but it's a little surreal that we're at the Final Four. I mean,
look at where you were a decade ago, right?
I know. 11
I mean,
years.
everybody reminds you of it.
I know,
but think of where you were and where you are now. It's got to be a little bit like pinch yourself, no?
No, it is. I mean, I hit up one of my close friends in the business. Hey, you going to be at the Final Four? He hits me back. I'll be there for a couple of days. Why you need to sleep on my floor again?
A little different now. Yeah. A little different now. The accommodation's a little bit better, right?
I'm on bed. I got to sleep in it last night too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But no, I mean, it's surreal. Like it's great to be at a place that gives you the resources you can win at a really high level. We've been able to put a system that players want to come to. We've done a better job developing pros than anybody in the country since I've been there. We've got more lottery picks than anybody. So it's nice that the system worked to get to a Final Four. Everybody questioned, you can win one game here. Can you do it long enough to win a national champ? Well, we made a Final Four. Now, we got to win 6 to win a national championship, but we're here. So we've been knocking on the door for the last 3 years. We're here now.
All right. How many threes do you need to hit to beat UConn? That's like the big question right now from everybody. Is it 20? Is it 22? Like, do we need to set a record? I mean, they're not that good. They're great. They're a great team, but they're not unbeatable. They've lost games this year. How many threes? If I told you a number you feel like you need to hit to win this game?
I mean, they're going to try to run us off the line. If we can get layups when they run us off the line, the problem is Klingon sitting at the rim. Yeah. But, I'd never like to go into a game saying we got to make X number threes because I don't know how the other team's going to guard us. Like, so for me to tell my team we got to make 20, well, if you're shooting contested threes because they feel like you got to make 20, those are bad shots. If they run you off the line, take what they give you, get it to the rim. But we did hit 16.
Klingon is sitting there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have to create some threes. Yeah. So I mean, if it's in the single digits, we're going to have a hard time winning. I don't know that we've hit 23 in a game before. If we break our own record, we got a good chance of winning this. It's probably somewhere in the 12 to 16 range. We hit 16 against Clemson. That was pretty good. If we can get up closer to that, I like our chances a little better.
I want to know, who. I know Danny called Bobby Harley. Have you talked to Bobby, and do you believe a word he says? I mean, usually you can call Bobby for some maybe advice. Right now, I'm not sure you can trust Bobby.
Listen, Bobby's great. He called me Sunday morning to tell me congrats, super happy for me, which was really cool to hear from him. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's the only guy I've worked under in Division I, so it's good to talk to him Sunday, and I was able to talk to Danny, I believe, Monday afternoon, and I think after those 2 calls, it's just all business. We're trying to figure out we won't be having dinner at Bobby's house Friday night, I don't think.
No, you won't. Can we bring the architect here over? Get in here. We got to bring Greg Byrne in here. I know you don't like. Listen, Dave Benedict was very exciting last night, talking about the plane and all that. But
our Allegiant plane was awesome.
All right, I want to ask you though, seriously, Greg Byrne, you hired him. And you went stealth when you hired him. I didn't know. Neither one of you told me a damn thing, which I was pissed at both of you for.
Yeah, you said it.
You said you're not going to get the job. Yeah. Is that how he put it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But what did you see? What did you see in a Midwesterner from Detroit who had coached a couple years at Buffalo? Now he beat Arizona, which got in your radar because you were the AD previously at Arizona. But what did you see out of this guy to think it could work in Tuscaloosa?
Well, I thought he was ahead of the curve from a basketball standpoint, one of the things in sports, period, in life, how do you separate yourself from your competition? And I felt with what he was doing from an offense and also defense philosophy, I mean, his first couple years here, we had a lot of challenging games offensively, but we defended the heck out of it and won a bunch of games with it. So, and then I saw a guy that had passion for his kids, that genuinely cared about the young men in his program, and you can tell when that's genuine. And then I saw somebody that had a really solid recruiting plan, and then he also had a humility. And I know it's been told 100 times, but the fact that he was selling Capri Suns and Doritos out of his, or Cheetos out of his math class.
He was making a lot of money, trust me.
Well, and I told him.
He was upcharging like crazy.
And I told him, I said, I love that work ethic. I love that humility. Don't lose that. And to his credit, you know, he hasn't. I'm really proud of him for that.
No, it's been a pretty good marriage here. Pretty good marriage between the two of you, right?
That's been great. Shoot, I didn't realize he hadn't been. I assumed he'd been to a Final Four at Arizona.
Close. You're getting close.
He's on the selection committee, so he had to fly out to be with us away from. I was good. I got him to his first Final Four, so I feel happy. He's taking care of me. So 0-3 in Elite Eights.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah,
Not easy.
It's hard
it's some good teams. Yeah.
All right, congrats, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.